You might not like your current job very much, but let's reflect together. While you deal with a boss who can be irritable, repetitive tasks, or even the feeling of being stuck in a tiring routine, it's likely that you have something precious: security. Something that the jobs you'll see in this video certainly don't guarantee. Not only are they dangerous professions, but they are also very strange and uncommon. However, some of them can pay millions per year. Come with me and let's discover the most dangerous and unusual professions in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video to show YouTube that you support this content and want more. Let's go! These people exist, and their jobs challenge the limits of human courage. Imagine, for example, cleaning windows on the outside of skyscrapers over 200 meters off the ground, where the smallest slip can be fatal. Or taking on the responsibility of diffusing explosives in tense situations, where a single mistake can cost lives. These examples give you an idea of how some professions are far beyond the ordinary, and that's what we'll talk about today. In our top 10, we'll present the most dangerous professions in the world. Some of them are so risky that it's hard to believe that there are people willing to do them. But before we start, a special announcement for our subscribers. To celebrate Christmas, we're holding an exclusive giveaway. And the prize? An unusual man bites. To participate, it's simple. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a comment related to the video. The result will be announced on December 25th, so don't miss the opportunity. Enter now and guarantee your chance to win this incredible prize. Now, without further ado, let's go to our list. Another factor that makes this profession even more challenging is the constant pressure for productivity. In many plants, deadlines are tight, and workers have to deal with exhausting shifts. Even with advanced technology, the human touch is still essential to ensure the accuracy of the process. If you've ever complained about the heat on summer days, imagine working in a place where the temperature feels like it exceeds 50 degrees while you're surrounded by molten metal. It makes you want to rethink our complaints about work, doesn't it? Helicopter electrician. Now, imagine working on a moving helicopter facing the wind, the altitude, and on top of that, dealing with high voltage power lines. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But this is the routine of helicopter electricians, specialized professionals who perform maintenance on suspended power lines, ensuring the supply of electricity to large areas. The job requires exceptional skills and rigorous training, as any mistake can be fatal. These professionals don't wear gloves, but instead wear special clothes that neutralize the risks of electric shocks. This suit works like an extension of the body, allowing them to touch high voltage cables directly. However, this doesn't eliminate the dangers. Weather conditions, the constant movement of the helicopter, and the need for absolute concentration make this profession one of the most dangerous in the world. The risk is so great that only a small percentage of electricians qualify for this role. Besides the technical aspect, you need an extraordinary level of emotional control. After all, dealing with electricity in extreme situations is not for everyone. Imagine being hundreds of meters off the ground, with the deafening sound of the helicopter blades in the background, knowing that any slip could be your last. It's not a job that many would be willing to take on, even with the high salary the profession offers. Tower climbing. Climbing giant towers for maintenance is a job that seems impossible for most people. However, for transmission tower technicians, this is just part of their daily routine. These structures, which can exceed 450 meters in height, require constant maintenance, and often the only way to reach the top is by climbing manually. Carrying only a backpack with tools and using safety ropes, these professionals face strong winds, extreme temperatures, and the constant fear of falling. The pay for this job is high, around $20,000 per operation, but the risk is proportional. To qualify, it is necessary to undergo rigorous training, which includes climbing simulations and psychological evaluations. Even so, accidents are not uncommon. A failure in equipment or a slip can be fatal. Additionally, the psychological pressure of being suspended at such a great height makes the job even more challenging. Imagine climbing hundreds of meters, knowing that any mistake could cost you your life. It's a job for those who truly have nerves of steel and a lot of determination. Window cleaner in Dubai. Cleaning might seem like a simple task, but in Dubai, window cleaning is a profession that demands extreme courage. The city is known for its skyscrapers, like the Burj Khalifa, which stands at an impressive 828 meters. The window cleaners of these buildings must deal with strong winds, high temperatures, and the constant danger of falling. Even with modern safety equipment, the job is extremely risky. A failure in the cables, an unexpected gust of wind, or a simple human error could be fatal. Moreover, the job requires professionals to spend hours hanging, often facing the scorching heat of Dubai. The routine of these workers is so challenging that they often need specialized training in mountaineering techniques and the use of safety equipment. Still, the risk is never completely eliminated. It's a job that demands not only skill but also a massive dose of courage. Wind turbine technician. With the growth of clean energy, wind turbines have become essential for the production of sustainable electricity. However, the maintenance of these structures is is one of the most challenging and dangerous tasks there are. Located in remote areas, often in mountainous or coastal regions, these turbines are exposed to strong winds and extreme weather conditions. Technicians need to climb towers that can exceed 100 meters in height, equipped only with ropes and tools. The job requires physical strength, mental endurance, and rigorous training to handle adverse situations. In addition, the continuous exposure to wind, rain, and cold makes the task even more dangerous. Despite all the challenges, this profession is essential to ensure the operation of turbines and the supply of sustainable energy. If you think your job is hard, imagine spending hours hanging on a tower, facing the sway caused by the wind, knowing that a single mistake could be fatal. It's a job that demands courage, skill, and a lot of determination. Target assistant. Knife throwing is one of the most iconic performances in the entertainment world, especially in circuses and variety shows. However, few people stop to think about the level of trust and courage that the work of a target assistant requires. These professionals are not just supporting actors in the show, they are an essential part of the performance. With nerves of steel, they position themselves in front of the thrower, often strapped to a spinning board or in other conditions that make the act even more thrilling. Daily training is indispensable. Every move of the thrower must be meticulously calculated, and the assistant, in turn, must remain completely still, confident that the knife will pass millimeters from their body without causing harm. But even the best professionals are subject to risks. A sneeze, a small slip, or a miscalculation can turn the performance into a tragedy. For the audience, it's a show of adrenaline and precision. For those involved, it's a daily exercise in mutual trust and skill. Moreover, target assistants have to deal with the constant fear of accidents, whether during training or live performances. The pressure of being in the spotlight, knowing that one wrong move could have dire consequences, is immense. Despite this, these professionals continue to thrill the audience, proving that teamwork and dedication can turn risk into art. Snake venom collectors. For those who are terrified of snakes, it's hard to imagine how anyone can work with these animals daily, especially under high-risk conditions. Snake venom collectors play an essential role in science and public health, extracting highly toxic substances directly from the animal's fangs. The goal: to produce antidotes to save lives. But this work is far from simple. These professionals need to be faster and more skillful than the snakes, often facing extremely aggressive and venomous species. The venom extraction is done by gently pressing the snake's fangs against a glass container, a procedure that requires calm and dexterity. Any wrong move can result in a potentially fatal bite. In addition to the physical danger, there is also the mental stress of dealing with extreme risk situations daily. Even the most experienced collectors are not immune to accidents. However, the reward is great. Thanks to these professionals, thousands of people around the world have access to life-saving antidotes. Their work, though dangerous, is absolutely indispensable. Bridge builders. Bridge construction is one of the most impressive and challenging activities in civil engineering, but also one of the most dangerous. These professionals are responsible for connecting places that would otherwise be inaccessible, working under extreme conditions to erect massive structures over rivers, mountains, and even the ocean. The challenges start with the working conditions. Often, builders need to be suspended hundreds of meters above the ground, on unstable platforms and exposed to unpredictable weather. Strong winds, sudden rain, and even storms can turn the workplace into a constant danger zone. Even with safety equipment, the risk of falls or failures in the support systems is high. Recent projects, such as the world's largest glass bridge in China, raise the level of difficulty. This bridge, which connects two cliffs at 218 meters in height, was built with 1,077 glass panels and required meticulous work. Now, imagine working on the construction of such an imposing structure. Crossing it is already a challenge for many, but building that bridge was a task that required courage, skill, and thorough preparation. Despite all the risks, bridge builders play a vital role in creating physical and symbolic connections between different places, facing challenges that few would have the courage to confront. Fighter pilot. Being a fighter pilot is undoubtedly one of the most coveted positions in the Air Force. These professionals represent the pinnacle of military training and technical ability, but the glamour of the profession comes with unimaginable risks. Piloting a combat aircraft means facing extreme conditions, both physically and mentally. During aerial maneuvers, pilots deal with gravitational forces that can be 2 or 3 times greater than normal gravity. This increase in pressure forces blood to the extremities of the body, reducing the flow to the brain and causing a phenomenon known as GLOC, gravity-induced loss of consciousness. To avoid this, pilots need to constantly contract their muscles, using special suits that help keep blood in vital areas. Even so, the risks are high, and the training to handle these situations is exhausting. Additionally, the combat environment adds an extra layer of danger. Pilots must deal with enemy attacks, mechanical failures, and decisions that need to be made in fractions of a second. The psychological tension of knowing that one mistake could be fatal is constant, but these professionals receive such rigorous training that they are always prepared to face any adversity. adversity. Being a fighter pilot is more than just a profession. It's a lifestyle that demands discipline, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the mission. These professionals are among the best prepared in the world, but their routine is one of the most challenging that exists. If you like our video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any new videos. Click on the bell icon so you stay up to date with our content. Until next time.